Hello, everyone. Oh, just gonna give everyone a chance to come in. Great, 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 great. It's a great day today. It's a great day. Oh my goodness, yes. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming to have brunch with Diva. Hello, Tasha. Hello, how are you? Just gonna get people a chance to come on in so we can get this party started. Hey, 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 hey. Get this party started. Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody's day so far? Are you doing good? What are you up to, Tasha? Are you resting? I hope you're resting. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, as usual, you guys, I'm always excited about when I have a guest on. So I'm really excited about this guest, new PFF. So I'm looking forward to getting to know him a lot better. Hello, hello, C. Hello, how are you? Hello, come on in, everyone. Thanks for joining. I so appreciate it. I just bet you are, Tasha. Take it easy. Take it easy. Hello, my sister C. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh yes. I'm sure that it's not Trish. Hi, hi, hi. I'm sure it's not Tasha. You got to take it easy now. You know what time it is, girl. So, oh my goodness, I hope everyone is doing okay today. I'm so. This is, oh my God, this is my first show for 2021. Oh, yay. I just realized that. Whoop, whoop. Love it, love it, love it. So, I'm just actually going to get started as soon as my guest shows up. We don't want to waste anyone's time because time is money, child. We all got to get it. We all got to get it. Hopefully, you guys can list and listen or source and listen. I understand multitasking. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, without any further ado, my guest just showed up. So, let me see if I can send this. And, hey, Leslie, thanks for joining. And we'll just wait till he pops up, like now. Hey.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
Matt. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Oh, what's up with you? What's up with you?
I'm just chilling, relaxing, trying to plan my day, of listing and working.
Oh yeah, well that's how it goes. That's how we roll in
Oh,
this
I
reseller
love your
in these
hair.
reseller streets.
Yeah.
Well, so thank you so much for taking time out of your day to have brunch with Diva.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I'm excited.
I know I'm excited too. So so look, I always ask this question right off the bat, before we dig into everything else. How'd you come up with your IG name?
Um, I don't know what it was. So basically, I'm an actor and a writer as well. That's what I went to school for before I started reselling. And I started this sketch comedy show called Why So Sketchy. And I was like, everything in my brain should be the same, right? But then I don't know how I thought of it. And then I was like thrifting so much, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so thrifty? So then I was like, why so thrifty? And then surprisingly, sadly, I had an Instagram before this at why so thrifty, just that. And it got hacked and I got locked out of it, and Instagram didn't even help me get back in. So then I made why so thrifty store, which I'm glad I did because I met a lot more people and kind of started from scratch. Um, but yeah, so I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
cool how you came up with it. Well, let's touch on this for a little bit before we kind of dig in everything else. I knew that you were an actor and a writer and things like that. So, is that something that you're still trying to pursue? Are you going out on audition? Well, right now it's kind
Yeah, I
of,
mean everything's
shady.
over taped auditions. I have gone out on a few really good auditions recently. I have an agent and manager, but it's not something that I'm like. It's one of those things that I'm doing when I get an audition.
Right.
I mean, I've been in LA for so long, but I here as a child actor, so I've taken countless classes, years and years of training and such, and it's not something that I'm super interested in going to acting class online right now. But it's one of those things that I'll always It's why I moved out here. It'll always be my love. But reselling, I'm really enjoying right now, and I'm just really vibing with, you know, having a small business, working for myself, and I worked at a restaurant before quarantine, and it was something that was like pulling teeth, you know, like that kind of job. It's like you don't want to be.
Mhm. I mean, either that's in you or it's not. That's just one of those jobs. You either
Oh
have it or
yeah,
you
that's not even in my like interest. It was more to pay rent, but
exactly.
especially
Like,
during COVID, it's not restaurants really. Most of them don't care like about cleaning silverware. People do it with no gloves, and I really saw like firsthand into that. I worked
oh
at two
my God.
restaurants at the beginning of COVID with a mask, and seriously, when I tell you, one was like a nice steakhouse, and they were unsanitary, so I quit.
Oh, I don't blame you though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like I don't want to be
I
part of
think
the
it takes
issue
special
of
people to
like
work in
COVID.
restaurants, to be waiters, waitresses, and things like that. I was never that girl because, like, all it would take would be one word. I'd be like, what?
Oh my god, yeah. I've like had shifts where I like cried after shift and needed like tequila. Like it's how it works. Oh my god, hey everybody, nice to meet you all if I don't know you.
Yes. Hey, Deanna,
Watching the
thanks for
background.
joining. Let's see who else we have in here. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for joining. Oh, hello, Lisette. Posh is my purpose. Thanks for
Love
joining.
her.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so story and just kind of give us some the cliff notes, kind of a little background, how long, how you got started thrifting. I know you do a lot of vintage, designer, and customs, and then after that, we're going to talk about that story that happened to you at the Goodwill.
Oh my god. Literally,
But give us
yes,
a
let's
little
talk about it.
backstory.
Yes. So actually I used to do more custom stuff. I made a lot of denim. I actually have one right here. I'm going through old inventory. So I did a lot of like tie-dye with bleach. So this is one of the examples of it. This is a denim jacket that I made. I think
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
yeah, this turned out more yellow because it was color treated denim first, but I like it when it turns out more white. It looks cooler, but I mean everything's one of a kind. But I haven't really focused on. I haven't made like a custom piece in a long time, just because of the
Mhm.
craziness and like my creativity. I was in that rut for a while, but I'm gonna really start doing it. Making more custom stuff. I have a few custom pieces listed in my boutique in Poshmark. Um, but yeah, so it's
I
something that
might
I
have
love
to have a
doing.
might have to have a custom match original.
Oh my god, you might have to, and I might have to like paint your Insta name on the back with crazy cool letters.
Oh,
It'd
we'll
be super
talk.
cool.
I love it.
But yeah,
I
hey
love
Henry
it.
Hangers.
Hey, Henry's hangers. I couldn't even talk.
I'm
I was so
dead.
excited about
But yeah.
my custom, whatever it's gonna be. I don't even know what it's gonna be.
Oh my god, I already have ideas in my head. Wait, like your
Oh,
hair is
okay.
a statement piece. It's gonna be like a cartoon of you with your hair with like a USPS package or something, like a vibe. I'm dead.
How about that whole vibe? Okay. Well,
Oh, we
now
know,
let's
we
get back.
know.
So, how did you get started? How long have you been doing it? And all
Um,
that.
okay, so I kind of first got started. My reseller story is a little like bumpier. Like it's like on and off. You know, I did part time, did like tried doing full time. But when I was a kid, maybe I was like 10. My dad was a full time eBay seller, and I was like always super interested in it. So he made me an account when I was like 13. Probably wasn't even allowed. I still have the same account. I still have the same store. So
Really?
my eBay store says like been member since like over 10 years, and I'm like it's like crazy. Yeah.
That is crazy.
But I started selling my like toys and stuff around the house and everything when I was like 13, 14. And like my first year of doing it, I was just super interested. I would ship myself and I'd be so excited. And I sold like 60 items in a year, which was huge for like me at the time, you know?
Yeah.
But then I was like living the kid life, you know, going in and out of it. And I was always into fashion. My mom that's how my parents met. They were in the optical industry and my mom was a designer. She was she was like the supplier of Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's and those crazy Miami Beach sunglasses with all the crystals and super cool. I told her to restart designing them, but I know, right? But
Yes.
so, fun fact, I actually on Etsy recently, it was Pamela Designs. My mom name is Pam, and she had her company. I'm getting sidetracked, but I thought this was
Well,
super
that's
cool.
okay.
And somebody was selling a pair of her glasses, and she was messaging them. She's like, "Where did you find these? They haven't been around for like 30 years,"
Oh my God,
which
that
was
is
super
so
cool.
wild.
But yeah, so my reseller story, I started reselling, and then the thing that woke me up when I was like, this could be a cool job is when my dad bought my mom's first car with his eBay money without even transferring it out of his account. He like bought a car on eBay. I was like, what? So then I got really into it. Fast forward to me being like 18, 19, I started Why So Thrifty mainly as my own clothing line. I didn't really resell. I made jackets. I had a booth at the Melrose Trading Post in the Melrose Farmers Market for a few years, and I would sell on Sundays. And I got super into like interacting with community and people telling me like custom orders and what they wanted. And then I was like, how can I do this to make even more money? Because when you make custom stuff and you're like, you don't want to go on Etsy or you're not like a huge seller, you don't do it for the money. You do it for the creativity and the enjoyment of like, making stuff. So I started reselling and I was like, wait, my first flip was like this like ugly, everything that's ugly sells. We all know this, right? Even if you hate it, you're like, oh God, I have to buy it. I have to make money.
Right.
But so I bought this really ugly bag, and I'm pretty good at like feeling a material, being like, this is something, and then knowing,
Right.
So, which is a great talent to have as a reseller. I think that's why it's hard to wear gloves at the bins. But I found this leather bag at the bins, and I bought it for like, of course, like $2 or $3, like whatever it weighed. It was like a tote bag, and it was hideous. I tell you, it was so ugly. And I listed it on eBay and left it. Like 2 weeks later, I forgot it was even there, and it sold for $145. And I was shook. This was like not that long ago, actually. This was when because I've been full time for like 3-4 months. Maybe this was like 5 months ago when I did this, and then I was like, shit. So I started going to the bins all the time. And I've had like 3 or 4 of those flips, which I feel like is people say grails or whatever, which I think is kind of a cringe word, but
But that's awesome sauce. I love hearing stories like that because
yeah,
doesn't it just trip you out? You're like, oh, I just bought this for like pennies, and
oh
then
yeah,
here you go, bam.
exactly. And it's like nowhere near am I like a big reseller. I literally always on my social media talk about my 0 sales days, and that's the funnest to talk about because people have to know that stuff happens most of the time, or
Right,
it happens
right.
a good amount at least. And the huge resellers that say like, oh, I never had a no sales day, I'm like, I don't believe you.
Well,
that's kind of my story.
one thing we can say about you is that in your stories, you're just putting it all out there.
I try. I think I learned over the years that like I'm no secrets. I'm an open book. Everything's online.
Right, right. So look, for those who have not seen that video of you at Goodwill, just kind of tell people what happened. And I just want to say that I want dibs on the tour. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I got you. Seriously, this was wild because this has never happened to me. I feel like this has never happened to like most people. The girl at Goodwill, I think, wanted to quit, the manager, so she would literally announce 30 minutes before they close, everything that's a blue tag on these racks, there was like 5 to 6 racks, is free. So I thought I heard something that wasn't true. I thought I thought there was gonna be like a hidden thing, like buy one, get one half off or something weird. Like she literally said, this is free, take as much as you want. So I started putting a few things in the cart, and then I went back and I was like, are you sure? Are you sure this is free? Because nothing in the world is free, like I said on my story, especially California, where the industry is affected by everything. Like nothing is free.
Right.
You pay for $5 for an extra set of avocado. Like,
right.
It's like, so if you guys haven't seen it, not trying to like plug, but go watch my YouTube video. I actually
plug away.
Oh my God, then awesome. Then everybody go subscribe. But I find you sound. I feel like I sound more humble when I say everybody. You don't have to, but follow me. But no. So basically, I put footage in there of like I like pulled out my phone. I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I started like piling things in, like things that I wouldn't usually buy that I've always wanted to try brands and all this stuff. And at first, I wasn't gonna do a giveaway. Like I had the realization of a giveaway in my Instagram live, as like a lot of people have commented and saw. I was like in the video, I'm gonna put all this on ThreadUp, or like I'm just gonna put this all in a box. It's perfect, and send it to ThreadUp. And then as I was talking to people telling the story, I saw how like interactive people were, and I was like, you know what? This is like a super cool thing that happened to me in the new year, and like I want to share it. So I was like, I'm gonna give about half of it away. So I decided to do it.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you decided to have a giveaway. And then I was like, wait a minute, I meant to text him, tell him I don't want the Torrid before. Don't put that in.
I got you. I only got one Torrid piece, but it's yours. It's my little gift for having me on here.
Oh no! Look at here. Now, not that I'll turn that Torrid piece down because because I sell plus sizes all across the board.
No, that's also what I wanted to talk about too. I think that's so cool. Which I have had that thing where I've been trying to get more plus size in my closet, because when I started reselling, I just had my sister's clothes, my clothes, and my sisters were smaller at the time. We all get a little
at the time.
So I started selling that, and I was like, wait, I only have like small and medium in my closet. So I was like, wait, maybe that's what's limiting my sales, And I want everybody to be able to shop my store. So I started looking for more plus size pieces, and and I think it's super cool that you only do plus size, because a lot of people would say, oh, you're only gearing towards one market, but it's not like there's a shortage of smalls and mediums.
Right,
So
exactly,
all the
exactly.
people that can't shop at other places go to your store, and it's like a whole other outlet. I think that's super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I mean, some people here already know I've said it before. I can't move a small, extra small, or anything.
Yeah, I feel
You
that.
know, I can move a large, extra large, on up, but anything below that, it will sit in my closet like, hey, yeah, still here.
I had a size, talk about, I mean, it's shoes, but it's a small size. I had a size 5 girl shoes, and it literally sat in my closet for like a year or over.
I have a pair of boots, size 5, still there.
Yeah, my sister's a size 6. I don't know how her foot is so small.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, she's 5 foot. She's my twin sister, actually. That's a fun fact about me. I have a twin sister. But
Well, yeah, I can't move anything other than, and you know what? I just learned from trial and error that for me, it's best to stick to what I know. And I've been plus
yeah,
size
definitely.
for, my life. And, I know
Me
about
too.
plus size. So yeah, so I just feel comfortable in that area. And there are so many people who don't like going out shopping for these, and some people can't. But, so at least I can, they can go to my closet and be like, okay, now I can shop here.
Yeah, and feel like there's something for them, because a lot of the time, I saw this video once. This girl had a boutique, and she was at that event. It's like how like eBay has an open event, but it's for like boutiques when you go see different brands and order quantities for your like store.
Right.
And she was like, this year is super cool because a lot of the time when plus size and stuff first started being like, there's a plus size Forever 21 section, because I feel like at one point people woke up a few years ago and was like,
Hmm.
wait, we're missing a whole other market, because
Oh, yeah.
I've known
I mean,
a lot of plus size people. Some people in my family are plus size, and they were saying like there's always like never just as cool prints or just as cool stuff in bigger sizes.
right,
It's always like a
right.
settle. Um,
I mean, back in the day, let me tell you, the choices were nothing like they are now. At
slim picking,
least we
right?
have something that's a little bit more tailored. The bright,
Yeah,
full of
because
the bright colors. They are just looking like huge moo with a bunch of flowers.
it's so true. And I was even like, what is going on? Because plus size people are people. They want to like have the same style as other. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah.
Blue, let me see. You had a couple of people saying, okay, Glow Girl Glow said she was a 4.5 and she's
She
5'1".
can wear kid shoes.
Oh, yes. And Nora says, I'm 5.5. I'll check out your closet, Henry Hangers. I'm 5.5.
That's
Oh my
wild.
goodness.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then what? I didn't even know this. Blue Sky Style one, your shoe size is the length from your wrist to your elbow. Really?
I don't think my foot's that big. It might be. I'm a size
I'm
10.
gonna have to check that because
Yeah, I'm a size 10 men's. So,
I'm short. I'm 5'1". I have short people problems, and
yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like why am I looking? Like I'm looking at my
I
own.
know but you saw me. I was like, what?
Literally, I feel like for a guy, size 10 is universally the normal size. As
And
like,
I was just like, what is, I'm sitting up here trying to figure that out, but I'm going to investigate that. Okay, so the
please.
question that Pasha's My Purpose has is, Matt, tell everyone about all your siblings. Oh, yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Tell
Oh my
us about
god.
your brother,
Why I
your
need to move
sister,
out.
who
Oh my
you
gosh, too much
thrift
in my
from.
parents' house. So I have a twin sister, right? I have a younger brother and sister who are 17 now, and they're born 8 years younger than us. They're also twins, born on our birthday. Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, so it's 4 people with the same birthday. So when I was 8, they were born during my birthday dinner. I like to say my mom went into labor on my birthday dinner, but I just say during my birthday dinner. I
They
have
had the
jokes.
nerve to, they had the nerve to come out during your birthday dinner.
I
Oh,
know,
well,
how selfish. And then I was like, man, your time was scheduled for next month. Like, this is my day.
so did you all have the same, did y'all share birthday parties, or you just your parents got, oh, okay, I'm
But no,
sorry.
when we turned like 16, 17, my mom started having a separate day for mine and my twin sister, and then the younger ones like at Gymboree or something. But clearly I went to the Gymboree one and had a blast. Yeah.
Right.
And then I have an older brother actually as well, who's 18 months older than me. So my mom was just, she didn't stop. She was just going and going.
That is so wild that they were born on your birthday. I mean,
Yeah.
you just never hear that, but that is so cool. I think that's cool. I really
Yeah, it's
do.
just like
And y'all are
it's a
close
huge hassle
too.
for sure.
And y'all are close.
Yeah, definitely. It's super cool because we all do different things too. So, I mean, I used to do music and stuff, and that's what my twin sister and my older brother do. But my younger sister's an artist. My little brother's a sports player. So it's kind of like we all do different things, you know?
Oh, that's good. It keeps it exciting, keeps you having something to talk about as well.
Definitely.
So, I was just I already talked about your stories, and I love your stories. I always try to get in, jump in, and take a peek and see what you're talking about because your energy is over the top, outrageous, and I love
I
all the
burn.
vibes. I love it. But no,
Thank
because
you.
that's what I mean, you know what? That's what gets people. People want to see that kind of thing because you're showing you. You're just keeping it real. And
Yeah.
Leslie said that earlier, you're just keeping it real. But can you now I'm gonna tell you, I'm not so I want to be better at stories. And I'm sure that some of the people out here want to be better at stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what can I do? What can we do to get better at stories?
Honestly, I have so many stories like throughout my day. Somebody used to tell me my personal Instagram was clogged up with such long stories, and now I can split it kind of my interest in what I'm doing into my. And I found myself not even using my personal Instagram these days because I feel like my Why So Thrifty is me. Like that's what I'm always on.
Oh,
So how
okay.
to be better at stories is every time you think of something, pull out your phone and just tell the camera. Because every time I have a thought, like
Now, man,
I'll
I
probably
would
go
be
back
on
and delete it
24/7 if I did that.
but I mean, I'm a comedian as well. I like posting funny stuff too. But like all I would say is try to be yourself because I don't know who said this, but I was watching someone's video and somebody was saying, should I start a YouTube channel or reseller channel? I'm nervous, like whatever. And then somebody was like, I think it was Denali at El Duce Thrift. I don't know if it was this, so don't quote me.
Okay.
But they said you have to become comfortable with making yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And do you want to hear something insane? Growing up until I was like 16, I was deadly shy. Yeah. Like I would stay next to my mom's elbow and not say I would always have a bruise on my forehead because my mom would turn and I'd be right next to her elbow. People thought I was like getting hit at home. But no, and I even look back and I'm like, how did I not talk? How did I not say everything
Oh
that I
my
wanted?
God, I just don't believe it. Alexa, play lies.
Yeah,
I just don't,
literally. Oh my god. But yeah,
I just don't believe
my mom
it.
was like, what happened?
What happened to you? Well,
Right.
like you say, you just pull out the camera all the time, or when you think of things. And my brain never stops. I mean, I feel like I'd be sharing every 5 minutes. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my god,
and,
they'd want to start a reality show about you. Look at your personality and your hair. It's wild.
okay.
But no, that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
only
Like
if
you're
you're
like,
the writer.
yeah, right. I'll write you into a script. No, I think it would be so interesting. I've had this idea to do a show about like someone thrifting and reselling and starting a business from home during COVID. I think it'd be so cool as like a little reality show or something. How they have this. I think that
I
would be
think that
so
would be
big.
cool.
Even though I just told my idea to everyone.
That's
But
okay, but I think that what that would do is have people say, "So when are you going to start that reality show about
it's
reselling?"
so true. Yeah. I'm like when I
Well,
decide to like not be exhausted from listing and actually do other things. That's when I'll do
right,
it.
right. Well, I mean, your YouTube is just as hyped as you are on your stories. So, I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but I normally put most of my Brunch with Divas on there.
Yeah.
And, a few other things that I have on there that I'm going to be adding a lot of content to that. Now, I don't edit anything. So, because it's what it is what it is for me.
I love that. If you ever need tips, though, I mean, that's what I went to school for. So it's kind of I have like a unfair upper hand sometimes to some people, but
Well, actually, I
also
do need a tip, but we could talk about it later.
I got you. I
But,
got you. We'll
but
FaceTime and I'll help you.
I, I do need a small tip because I'm just lost as I don't know what on
Yeah,
this because I'm not YouTube savvy, but I have learned a lot in the past. But this one particular thing, I just don't know.
exactly.
So,
I mean, everybody has their own niche, and I think that's what people have to like realize. Just because if you want to start a video and cause what people do is they compare themselves to other people, and that's totally normal. I do that.
that's a killer.
That's what you should not be doing. But I'm saying that's like the human thing to think of. So when I've heard a lot
Yeah.
of people wanting to start a channel being like, "Oh, I'm not like I can't talk like your stuff. I can't." everybody has their own niche. You could literally just do haul videos and not in a rude way, but you could like not be exciting or whatever. And that's your niche and you are famous for it. Like I'm not gonna name resellers, but there's some of them who I'm like, okay, not that they don't have a personality, but they don't like talk to the camera. They just literally just sit there and like show stuff. And like that's their thing. And the people that are interested in that, there's people that aren't interested in the craziness, which is totally fine. Everybody has
Right,
their own
right. Well,
interest.
you're not always going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's all right.
Exactly. That my
You
friends
know.
and my mom used to tell me, Matt, you have the personality where people are going to either love you or hate you, and you have to get used to it. And I was like, yeah,
Right, and that's so true. I mean, because everybody can't like everybody. Everybody can't be everybody's favorites.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, that would just be so boring in the first place.
My
Hold
mom's in
on,
here. Say hi to everyone to my mom. My mom just like came in the chat.
where's your mom?
Mama King 5.
Hey, Mama King Five, thanks for joining.
She's so cute. She's always
Oh
loving
my
my
gosh.
stuff. She's always watching. Love you, Mom.
Okay, so well, I thought
Question
we
to
had
Matt. Oh, did I miss
Marina.
the
Did you?
question?
Yeah. Well, what was the Marina? What was the question? Question to make? Because okay, well, tell us the question. So I noticed something in one of your stories, and I you had on the turtleneck.
Oh,
You had on the
yeah.
necklace over the turtleneck, and you really like the turtleneck.
Oh, the red
But
one? The burgundy
yes,
one? Yeah.
yes. Instantly, it took me back to a picture of The Rock
I
back
knew
in the
you were
day.
going to say that with the tan. My brother's friend, one of my brother's best friends was it was before Halloween, was dressing up as that picture, The Rock. My brother texted me saying, hey, he's really interested in buying that turtleneck from you. I said, sorry, it's in my personal collection now.
And when I saw it, I was like, why does this take me back to The Rock's picture?
I mean, hey, anytime I can do The Rock or a Marky Mark throwback, I'm totally for it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I love some Marky Mark.
I know. I swear I won't do the underwear one until I like work out, but let's talk about that later. The famous Marky Mark picture.
Oh, yes, that picture. Yeah, that picture was those women were crazy about that picture
I
back in
was
the
just gonna
day.
tweet
Well,
that
some
picture
of
and
them
be
probably
like,
still are if they can find it.
oh my god, yeah. I was gonna tweet that picture and be like, hey, I know it's a no sales day, so here.
Well, I know that you have your Poshmark store, and it's
Mhm.
Why So Thrifty.
Yeah.
Is that okay? So, what other platforms are you selling on? Because I saw that not long ago, you and the pogo stick and some other things that were that you had come across.
Yeah.
So where all are you selling at? Where did you end up listing those things at?
I haven't listed them yet, the big reseller problem. But I listed stuff from that video, like the baseball glove, the bats. I had this like car light. I put it on eBay. And hard goods, I want to like. Oh my god, sorry, I'm drinking this. Hard goods are something that like kind of fly off the shelf these days, and of course for money and stuff, like it's something I want to learn more about that niche and that category. But I mean, clothing will always be my love in the fashion like industry. But right now I'm selling on eBay. All my clothes, mainly clothes. A few hard goods on there right now. I know more about eBay than Poshmark in a way, so I'm trying to educate myself in everything because there's always something to learn. But eBay, Poshmark, I don't know why if I'm the only one, but I just don't like Mercari. I've had like 3 sales on there ever. Maybe I don't know how to work it. Maybe I'm just not. I just feel like it's not very user friendly.
Mercari, she's kind of tricky sometimes.
Yeah,
She's sometimey. Sometimes she'll show you all the love in the world, and then other times she's just dry as the desert.
Yeah, but it's the same with Depop too, because like only streetwear sells on Depop and like trendy like workout like Adidas like. So it's one of those things that I feel like I'll list items here or there, but I don't think those platforms are ever going to be something that I'm going to put all my time into because it's just not profitable for me. At least for me, everyone's different.
Right. Right.
But yeah, and then also Facebook Marketplace started doing shipping. If you guys have not been on there, I don't know if they're still doing it, but for a while they're doing free shipping labels with no fees. And they're doing shipping. So I started uploading to Facebook Marketplace. Last week I sold only one thing, but it was like a $60 jacket, which was good. And I was just like shocked and then I started thinking it's so smart because the older demographic is all on Facebook and that's all they're on, So you're reaching a whole new group of people that wouldn't see your stuff,
Hmm.
and especially if you have a variety of like mature pieces and younger pieces in your closet, it's kind of shooting yourself in the foot not to sell on there, you know.
Right, right. This
Um,
is true.
but I started listing more on there, and I'm super excited to see. Shoes do really well in there. Heads up, everyone. So if you have great shoes, upload them to Facebook. I've
Oh,
heard.
really?
Yeah, I've heard people. I listened to the podcast with Tech and Sports and Daily Refinement about reselling. Only $4.99 a month. Um, and like I mean, yeah, $4.99. It's the most motivational thing I've ever. I've had days where I didn't want to work, and I listened to that, and I like changed my whole mindset. So I really recommend going to listen to that,
Oh, well,
especially if
that's
you want to
good.
learn about eBay too.
Oh, yeah. For those who want to learn about eBay, do that.
Yeah,
No.
you're like,
eBay
no,
gives me a headache. It's too much. It's too much.
it's a lot. It's a lot. You do a
It's just
listing.
too
You're
much.
like, why do you need to know this? It's just too much to
Right.
put in.
I'm like, do you need my blood type next?
Literally, but also I've been thinking about doing a screen recording YouTube video of me doing a listing because I only fill out half the stuff and I do just fine. I just do it really quickly. I know what to fill out because a lot of the stuff is pointless.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Marina said, do they pay by PayPal on Facebook Marketplace?
Oh my God, I don't even. I sold one thing. I don't even think I've transferred the funds out. I think it goes straight from Facebook to your account, to your bank account, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember. I put a few things on there during the holidays just to, see what
Just
would
to see,
happen or
yeah.
whatever. But if they're big on shoes, I mean, I do have, I could probably actually sell the whole slew of shoes I have for one main price.
You don't
You
have a
know,
lot of shoes?
I mean, I have a huge box of shoes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, a huge
I
box.
could probably start a different Poshmark store just for shoes. Because that's the first section I go to in the thrift. Also, I'd love to share a bolo with you guys that I've learned recently that has made me like I'm pretty open. It's made me like $300 in profit in the past month. I found this at Goodwill. It's called Bogs. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. They're boots. They're like farm rain boots,
Uh-huh.
Bogs. And I was so shocked. I posted them on Poshmark and they had 20 likes the next day. I've never had that before.
Really?
Ever.
I've never heard of that brand.
Yeah, you have
What?
to write it down. It's like if you go in my Poshmark closet and search it, you'll see I sold one pair so far, and then I found another one at the same Goodwill. So I have to go today. I need some retail therapy. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna write that down.
yeah, definitely. Um,
I because I've just never heard of that, but I think that Facebook Marketplace. I mean, I can't remember Marina, but I think that you can put pay something on there so that you can get paid, but I just can't remember it because I was only on there briefly. What is the who is this? Uh, a shoeaholic. You have more than 200 pairs.
what? Okay, I don't have that. That's great. I don't have room for that much. I wish.
I don't either. Who said
I
that?
have so
Oh,
many shoes
Marina. You
too.
have more than 200 pairs of shoes for sale, or they're personal, or what? I could see maybe personal. Oh, yes. Someone said Boggs, they do well. I have a pair. Okay. I had never heard of them
I
at
actually
all.
let me see if it's right there. Oh yeah, they're right here. I'll show you them. I have my little inventory closet right here. That's the problem of running your business from your room. Everything's separate.
Oh, I've
But
been
these
there.
are the pair
Trust
that I
me.
have right now. They're crazy.
Oh, well, those are cute though.
I know, yeah. I mean, they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I live in Colorado. I love boots. That's where I'm from. Yeah, but they're wild, and and it's a really big women's size,
And I
which is
like the
great.
fact that they're open on the side so you can kind of grab them and pull them up.
Yeah, so if you just want to pretend like they're groceries, you can kind of swing them around, like.
Right?
But
Going
yeah,
grocery shopping with them. Well, that's cool. I love that. And see, you use this perfectly.
yes, yes, I love this perfectly. Love.
And I'm gonna actually go back and get it. I mean I just had to kind of do some revamping. I'm doing some revamping with my closet and
Yeah,
things like that. But I'm actually gonna go back because since I don't have a huge closet, which I love it. I love not having a huge closet.
yeah. I mean,
And
yeah,
by
I feel
huge,
that.
I mean anything over you know, 300, that's my limit, 350 maybe.
Right
But
now, I have 300, like 20, I think, and that's already a
yeah.
lot for me. I was
Yeah, and that's enough for me. So I think the lowest price that they go is the one that I should use because all I'm doing is just, cross listing or whatever from here to there. What is that, guys? Every pair of my cowboy. Uh-oh, I lost it.
Cowboy
Who?
boots were sold in Posh for 50 to 100 within a week.
Oh, that's great.
That's really good, yeah.
That is great. Oh, well, honey, I'm not mad at you because, you got to get those coins,
Right.
hunty.
If you ever need help with List Perfectly, I got you. I got you if you have
Well,
questions.
well, I mean, it was pretty simple because I don't I just I would list from Poshmark to Macari. And when I had Facebook Marketplace, I listed there. And so, I mean, just those few places because I'm just not all over the board yet.
Yeah,
I'm
you
thinking
only need
of
like a
adding one
simple
more.
plan, you know?
Yeah, I'm just, really keeping it really small, really simple so that so it's something that I can keep up with.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely. Also, if you guys do want List Perfectly, 30% off your first month, you use code YSO Thrifty. But
Get
yes,
it
save you
in. You
money.
gotta get it in. You gotta get
Right.
it
I actually won the List
in.
Perfectly
So what? So I
thing.
want to kind of get back to just Matt.
Oh,
Um,
perfect. My favorite
oh,
subject.
so so what do you think, or where do you see yourself outside of reselling, beside, being an actor or writer? I mean, how much longer do you think you might be in reselling, or what do you want to expand out to do?
Honestly, yeah, my goal for a while when I was doing farmers markets was to have a brick and mortar store, which is at the lowest part of my to-do list at this point, which doesn't sound fun during this time, or maybe for a few years even because the COVID-19 thing. I say thing like it's just a thing. But I enjoy reselling, and it's one of those things. I was thinking about my plan for the future, which I'm sure people find themselves thinking about a lot and overanalyzing. I feel like my plan is to just do whatever makes me happy, and that's my goal. I don't really know what it will be in the future, but I feel like that's the thing that you have to focus on, especially during these times. Especially reselling is one of those jobs that you're alone 99% of the time. So a lot of
Mhm.
people find that's why people make YouTube channels a lot of the time, not for followers, but to find a community and to find that sense of like the friends that you would meet if you were out doing a normal job, and the social aspect of your life. So
Mhm.
that's to answer your question. My goal for the future is just to focus on being happy, and if doing reselling for a year and then quit is what will be, then that's what I'll do. But
Mhm.
and if it's doing it forever, I find myself growing my business. Honestly, I didn't think of like this 2 months ago. I thought it was just like a small thing, but I find myself like growing my volume in business at some point and having maybe one assistant that lists for me, and then that's it. I don't want to have like a warehouse. I don't want to do all of that
Right,
stuff.
right.
It's just not
Yeah.
for me. And I feel like a lot of the huge resellers with millions and millions of followers and that make millions a year make small resellers think, oh, that's the only goal. That's what you have to do. The only goal is to do this. But you can be content with having 5 items in your closet and then a full time regular job. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. You could
You
be
know?
part-time. You could be part-time if that's what you want to
Oh
do.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's up to you and what you feel like you can handle. You start out there, you start out full-time. If it's not for you, then you could break it down. I mean, it's just so many things and so many, different ways and platforms and things that, you could work this.
Yeah.
So if we weren't dealing with the Rona, um,
Yeah, definitely.
where would you be traveling? Where would you be going?
I would probably honestly not have started reselling full time yet. That's just how it happened during COVID. I was stuck home. I was in the travel bug when this first started last year. 20 actually not last year. 2019 in June, I went to Israel. That's the first time I left the country. I went on Birthright, which was a free trip for Jewish youth. So it was like the LGBT Pride trip, and it was literally the best experience of my life. I made the best friends I have, and like I felt like I know them like so well after I just met them. I'm still friends with them. But that's what made me catch the travel bug. So right then I bought a ticket to like Mexico for my birthday. I did all this stuff, which I ended up having to cancel. So I have a ticket. I have a $300 plane ticket credit. So if anybody wants to do a thrifting trip, let me know.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
my goal. I think at this point it would be super fun to have enough money from reselling and be comfortable to do like a
Mhm.
whole series of YouTube content on just traveling the U.S. to thrift. I think
I
that'd be
think that is
so
an
cool.
amazing idea.
And I
I
feel
think
like
that is
doing
an
that content and like just buying a crap ton of stuff and shipping it home, the content would pay for the trip because I feel like so many people would be interested in that. So You're using
Oh,
that to
your
meet
mom
up.
is so sweet. Oh.
Oh, also Henry's Hangers. Everybody go follow her. She's amazing. We're actually starting. I don't know if you saw. We're starting a podcast.
Yes, I was going to ask you to talk about that. Actually,
Yeah, it's a.
I asked her to come on my show as well.
She's amazing. You have to have her.
Oh, I
And
will.
her dog
I will.
Henry has to be on too.
Oh, well, of course.
You're like you have to bring Henry or else.
Yes, of course. Henry has to come, hence the name.
Right? But yeah, so it's something me and Ani Lou and Henry Sangers met like when I first started doing full time reselling, and I feel like we're actual friends in real life. It's so that's what's so cool about the reselling community. I didn't know it existed, that aspect of it, and when I found that, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So it made me want to be social and get on my phone and talk to people. And
Right.
when people have questions and everything, I don't get like annoyed. Like a ton of people have DM'd me just like, and then we've started talking over like every day for the past month, and I have no issue with answering their questions, about like eBay or whatever, But so I was like, what can I do to fill my other free time that is fun? And I was watching Denali's podcast. I was watching other people's things, which I'm definitely choosing a day where it's not your podcast, guys. I don't want to take people away from you. Yeah. So I thought it would be super cool to start a video podcast, just all about reselling. It's so general, but yeah. I thought it would be a super cool way to bring in community and like build my reselling family and stuff like that. And
I
again,
think it's
also
great.
promote yourself.
I'm excited I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Because I saw you guys talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I did. We did a little commercial. We were practicing over Zoom or like FaceTime.
Oh my
Um,
God, that is
but
so fun.
yeah, I wanted to combine my love of like film and editing and stuff and reselling and media because I wanted to be like a radio host for the longest time and all this kind of stuff. So I thought all of that would like combine what I got a degree in, media stuff and reselling, which I think would be super fun. So and talking to people. I'm a people person. I know a lot of people say that, but hey,
Yeah.
courageously thriving. How are you?
Well, if you are, you are. I mean, I feel like I'm a people person. I mean, I think I've been one all my life, really. I've never met a stranger, so.
Right? I was like, I've only met siblings. Unless they're mean and then they screw you over and then they're like, maybe they're not my cup of tea, So I wish you the best. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm totally excited about that. I think that I'm so glad. I think that how I met you was through Lizette Posh with Purpose because
Yeah.
we shared your closet, I believe, on a YouTube Christmas show that we were doing.
Oh my god,
And I was like, oh, he's adorable. I need to know him.
you're
Because
so
I'm always
sweet.
friends with people in my head before I'm actually
Oh my
friends
god,
with
yeah, I low-key feel like I knew you before. And sorry that I had to cancel like before when we were supposed to do it. Crazy
them.
end of the year, Not that I'm like this person who's like, I have such a full schedule. Like that wasn't it at all. I'm just really
No,
bad
but you know what? Help, you
at
had to take care of things. So
yeah.
I got it.
And it's
But
one of
I
the things,
also,
that's one of my New Year's resolutions to be better at planning things in advance and sticking to it. But things always come up last minute and stuff. And I have Nicole State's planner to help me do that. But I'm trying to write my thoughts down to like manifest them to actually stay on task, which is a huge
right.
thing.
And yeah, I mean, that's totally what you do. Just start, practicing being intentional. Write your list out if that's what you have to do. Get your goals all in alignment and, speak those into existence.
Yeah, and it might
Just
seem silly. Like in my reseller plan, I'll literally be writing how many listings I want done, and then go to the grocery store, like simple things. It needs to be on paper, or else you're not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, and I work like that. I mean, I know a lot of people who do, and I know just as many who don't. But, I function like that. I mean, look, this is me. Fill it in. I got to fill it in.
It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love it. I need little stickers.
Oh, yes, I have stickers, but I haven't started decorating this one yet. But I mean, I have to write, it's my calendar. I keep everything on my calendar. I also use like a smaller composition book like this.
Oh, love that.
And as you see, it says work, but it's almost gone. I have to start a fresh one. But I write all my descriptions. I write everything in there, where I bought it, how much it was, blah, 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 blah. Because
wow. So you don't do it like a spreadsheet or a computer thing?
spreadsheets give me headaches. If I have somebody who can sit down and do it for me, that's fine. But they honestly give me a headache. So it's easier for me to just write everything down and I'm done.
One of
you
my
know.
reselling friends that I'm friends with now over DM as well, her husband's like a CPA or a tax person or something. So she's so lucky. She's like, here are my numbers, help me. And she does them. I'm like,
Well, yes, and one of my good friends, she typically does taxes for me. So I just, this year I'll just be giving her all my little stuff. Like, here we go,
yeah.
and that's gonna be it. I just cannot. I cannot. Lizette says, yes, man, I have mine as well. Nicole's planner is for reselling, and my passion planner, what did she
Oh,
was
Passion
gifted to her?
Planner. I've
Oh
heard of
yeah,
that.
a
Lori
passion
Tata at
planner.
Lori's Boston Found always talks about it. I have to look into it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm always the kind of person who would rather write things on paper than the computer. I guess I'm old fashioned like that. But I started keeping a spreadsheet, and it's literally the most messy thing. I have like, it's so like, I don't
That's
even
what
have a lot of the items on there. I sell stuff, and I'm like, how much did I pay for this? Like, I
Well,
need to
that's
be
what
better.
happened to me is that I started out well and I kept
Exactly
up with
same.
it. And then all of a sudden, I was like, this is a hot mess.
Exactly, and the thing that makes me dread like listing and buying things and all that stuff is that aspect of it, like having to like put it in like all the information. That's why somebody that messaged me said that they're going to start in 2021 not recording every item they get and just doing the month, so they'll just take their cost of the month. But then that makes me nervous because what if I thrift a ton one month and it takes out of my sales, and then the next month I don't thrift at all? So
Right,
that's what makes
right.
me nervous at all about it.
Yeah, I
But if
just,
anybody has tips and like the way they do their numbers and keep track of their thing, I'm totally open to learning, so please let me know.
yeah, I mean, I am old school. I just like to write everything down. Like I
Yeah.
keep this planner, but I have a dry erase board calendar. I write all the stuff on the calendar as well because if I'm not by my book, I can look at my calendar.
Oh my! I need to do that, and my lease is up in on March 1st. So my goal, since I'm reselling full time now, is my goal is to really plan my space and my life and what I'm doing around. Just like it's a job, and a lot of people don't. That's a separate thought. I'll go to that after. I'm trying to sound but you said the dry erase board thing. I need to be more organized. Like I would never even put the camera on anywhere else besides this spot right now because it's just a wreck. But no. So another thing that brings me into, if I could talk about something, I think that a lot of resellers think about is finding groups of friends and people that think reselling is an actual job and supporting it, because when I started
Hmm.
doing reselling, I lost a few friends about like they were being like pretty rude, saying like I have an actual job, like I have this and stuff, and you need to surround yourself with people that like fully support you, especially
Hmm.
when you're working from home and you're your own boss and your own like get up and do it and get it done, and you don't have anyone telling you and pushing you what to do.
Right.
So
And
I
I
thought
think
that
that
was a
that's when
super
you
like
have to find your tribe,
exactly, and
because
that's why the
a
community is
reseller,
so strong. I feel like
a reseller's passion, Leslie from a reseller's
love
passion,
her.
is always, I know, right? It's always saying that, find your tribe. I mean, if you build it, they will come. That's what she says,
I mean, she
So
did it. She built her tribe. I love that.
I'm part of that tribe,
I know,
honey.
right? I just joined. I was on the little chat live chat. I was like,
I know, I know. I mean, but I think that it tribes they come in all forms. I mean, you want to actually talk about reselling with people who understand what you're talking about, talk what you're going through, because sometimes I used to try to talk to my friends about it and they'd be like, "What?
exactly. And you need, that's why,
What is
that's great
it?"
to have other friends, but I also need reseller friends. I mean, myself, I
Yeah.
don't have any other friends besides reseller friends, but I'm just saying, I do. I have my mom.
Well, we love being your friend,
Oh
Matt.
my God, I love being your friend.
Oh, thank you. Well, I tell you, I am so excited. I mean, could not wait and wait and wait for us to chat
I
because
know,
I
me
really
too.
wanted to know more about Matt. I mean, all I knew really at first was that, oh, you were an actor. Okay, well, I need to know a little bit more. I want some meat and
I
potatoes.
love it. And you're so
You
cute.
know, I mean, because are you single?
Yeah, sadly, I'm single.
I'm single, single.
I'm single and ready to mingle. Let's just say.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to mingle because right now the bag is my bag.
I love it. I'm trying to make that happen. At one point, I was like, I need to
The
find someone who
bag
just.
is my bag.
I was like, at one
I
point,
don't think I have this much time to mingle,
exactly.
and that time is mine.
I used to watch every TV show when it came out just 24/7. I barely have time to watch TV now. I feel like reselling is such a busy job that people don't think, you know?
It is, but Matt, again, this is where scheduling comes in. You have to schedule a little time for self-care.
You could hold
Just a
me to
little.
it. You could be like, text me. You could be like, Matt, do a face mask and drop what you're doing.
We'll do a face mask together.
I love it. Let's do a little bit. On my podcast, I want
I was gonna say, are you gonna reach and get a face mask now?
Imagine. I pull out like avocado spread. I'm like, but no, that's what I want to do on the podcast. I'm doing. I want to do things like how they do posh and sip or whatever. Like have a drink. Let's list for the night and put like in the corner of the room, and I'll just list and talk to people and like do very like personal things, you know, and like
I
take a
think
bath.
that's fun. Oh my God, I think that's fun. I've invited myself. Okay.
Oh,
So,
you already know. You're bringing the virtual tequila. I hope you know.
oh, and I love tequila. Patron is king.
That's my thing. I don't necessarily Patron's not my favorite just because I feel like
Oh, okay. Henry Panger said, "Be quiet. Don't tell them our secrets."
I love. She already knows though. We've been FaceTiming a lot, and that's what I'm saying about like feeling like you know people that you met online. Like me and Ani Lou FaceTime, and it's like I feel like I know her. It's like a friend, you know. It's cool.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's how I feel about the people that I'm in Leslie's group with. I feel like I have just known them forever.
Yeah.
But I think that you also vibe with certain people. Whether we're in a group, yes. But I think that you're drawn to, whoever that person is, that y'all kind of vibe the same.
Yeah.
So, and that's okay too.
Yeah, it's like how we've known each other for so long in years, and like our kids grew up together, and like
right.
I haven't seen you in forever. It's been really hard on my like.
I know. See, it's like us. I mean, here we are vibing and things.
I love it. Honestly, the thing that I'm most excited about for 2021 is meeting everyone in person, hopefully at like a Posh Fest or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I just think, I mean, I was so close. I was planning I was like, wherever it is, the next Posh Fest or whatever, I'm there, I'm going. I was excited because I had lost, all this weight. I lost over 200 plus pounds. So I felt like I was like, oh, I can fly now, boo.
Congratulations. I love that.
Thank you. And I was like so excited to get on that plane and travel, not just wherever that was, but just travel, period, because I hadn't been on a plane in so long.
Yeah.
And then the Rona said, nope.
Exactly.
Sit down.
No, that's what I felt like the week. It's crazy though, because the week Corona, I didn't even take it seriously really at first because nobody knew what it was. But like this was like over a year ago now. The first week that COVID was announced, I was actually on a plane that day flying because my grandpa passed away, and I was at his funeral in a different state. So I was just like, this is so weird. Everything out of nowhere. The plane is all like crazy. So traveling is like, during this time is just wild. Like I know some people who are acting like Corona's not even existing and traveling like it's no big deal, and I'm like, what? Crazy.
Oh my God, it is crazy. So tell me, I don't know how many we want to do. Maybe 5. Tell me 5 fun facts, favorite things about Matt.
My favorite food and what I like to do when I'm bored is eat. My favorite food is crab, seafood. I'm obsessed. I love it. And for the longest time, I was the only one in my family that liked crab. So when we all meet and stuff, and we go out for drinks after Posh Fest, we're going to get seafood. That's what we're doing.
Crab, yes. Crab and tequila.
Right? Yes. It's the chaser for life. I love it. Okay. Second thing, I'm obsessed with dogs, even though I'm allergic, and I'll still be around dogs. I grew up with dogs, so I was like, my immune got really good, so I barely had reactions. But now, since I don't live with my parents, I get a reaction. But I love dogs. That's my thing. So that's 2 things. 3 things is my go-to when I need to relax. The thing that I always do before COVID was go to the movie theater alone and just watch a movie. It always relaxed me, and I feel like you need that thing to relax yourself. You need that one thing you can do alone. And I feel like COVID helped me learn how to be alone and enjoy it. Because, before I always needed a friend around me. I was social. That was my thing. Yeah, so wow, I'm being organized. I'm already on the 4th thing. 4th thing, I love water. I love swimming. I love being outdoors. when we used to go on vacation, my mom used to call me like a fish growing up because I would spend like 8 hours in the ocean. I'd be
Oh
like
my
a
God.
raisin by the time I got
I've
home.
heard you say that before.
Did
I
I
was like,
really?
8 hours? Oh, you was out there
Okay,
all
maybe
day.
I'm
That
no,
was a
but
full-time job.
maybe the highest I've been is probably like 4 hours in the water. And my mom was like, Matt, you're gonna get eaten by a shark. Let's go. Like, come on, like your skin's peeling off. Like, so is that 4 things or 5? That's 4 things.
Okay, your mom
Oh
said heads or tails, pup.
yeah, so everybody go follow my mom at Heads or Tails Pop. She has a pet clothing line. It's the cute. She sells overall. She makes them all on her sewing machine. This like she
Oh,
makes
okay.
everything. She has vintage T-shirts. She has overall. She does custom. So if you send in your favorite T-shirt, she'll make it for your dog and put little armholes and like super cute. So go follow her on that. She just started a Poshmark closet called the Posh Pets, and I made it
Oh, the
for her.
posh.
Pets, Pets.
Oh, posh pets.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Poshmark needs a
cool.
pet section. She puts it under home currently, but they need a pet section for sure. I think that'd
And
be super cute.
Matt's closet is why so thrifty.
Thrifty, yes. And then my Instagram is Thrifty Store, which is annoying because I like everything to be the same. I'm huge on personal branding. I've said that like 12 million times.
Yes, I
But it
wanted
got
to.
hacked, so I can't change it unless they
That's
help me one
fun.
day. But yes, if you guys want to DM me your Posh Closets or anything, I'll definitely check it out. If you guys have YouTubes, everyone DM me. I'll subscribe. I'd love to connect.
Yes, I have a YouTube actually. So whoever
Um,
hasn't subscribed,
well, I would
please
get on my
like,
phone and
share, and
subscribe
subscribe.
when
The
I hang
Pink Diva
up.
Studio.
I don't know if I do subscribe. If I don't, I'm going to subscribe right when I hang up.
Yes, so you can see yourself on there because I'll be
Oh my
posting this on
god!
there.
Did you know that you can tag people now in your YouTube description?
I saw that the other day.
I was shook. I started like tagging like little things. I was like, oh my god! I
I was
tagged.
like,
I started tagging Lists Perfectly because I have like a code for them. So in the description, I put all the links and stuff. I thought that was a cool thing to share. I don't know. I'm
that
random.
is cool. Well, I'm working on a few things, so maybe I'll be tagging a few, people and things here shortly.
Oh
Because
my god! Yes.
oh my, tagging now. Okay, I got you.
Like YouTube is gonna start stories or something. It's just like everyone's doing the same thing. I can't. I can barely keep my attention to one app.
Yes, Chandra edits Glow Girl Glow has a YouTube as well. Well, you guys can always, because the comments leave once we're done, which sucks.
I know.
Um,
It
I
should be on
hate
the
that.
recorded. I feel like.
I know. I think that they should keep those because people can go back and look and if they want to follow someone or they want to
Exactly.
see a comment or whatever. But Matt has been kind enough to say you guys can DM and follow
I'm
him.
always like that. Yeah. I never get annoyed because I annoy everyone. That's my little motto.
Well, you have not annoyed us here and definitely not Brunch with Diva, honey. I have
I love
enjoyed
it.
it.
I wish we
I
actually have brunch, right?
I know. Well, stay tuned.
Right. Wait. So where do you live?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. I love Texas. Honestly,
I
I really am so sick of LA. If I at one point if I'm not gonna do acting and industry stuff, I'm for sure moving, and Texas is on my like list of options. So I'll keep you posted.
Yes, yes. Well, now if you move here, honey,
Well,
we're
I have
just
a
gonna
best
be
friend.
all here. We're gonna be all
You'll be
we're gonna
knocking
be
on my
all
door
over
being
the
like, the
place.
thrift store's opening. We gotta go.
Right. But the thing about thrifting in LA, now I've heard so many different things like, it's not good, it is good. I know you can't give away all of your secret spots.
Oh, I
And I
give
do
away my
know,
spots. I do it because there's enough clothes for everyone. That's what I
right,
do.
right. Well, I
I mean,
never know.
a lot of people don't want to tell people where they go.
Right.
But I don't know. I just do. I tell people if they ask.
I mean, I think it's cool to share. I mean, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
because when they made one of those items, they made thousands.
And plus the fact that is some people want to do this to save the environment and gift clothes. Why would you not want to tell people where you shop, right?
Right, exactly.
But
That's
if
kind of
you
like telling people what you do. I mean, you should always tell people what you do because, I mean, I moved into my apartment in November, and I just happened to be talking to the manager and telling her that what I do, and she was like, "Oh my God, I have bags of clothes. Do you want them?" I was like, "Yes, free
yes, I
inventory,
do. Even if it's
free
junk, I'll take it.
inventory."
I'll go through it, right?
Right. She was
And
like, now, if you don't want something, just throw it away. But I got some really good pieces out of there. And that just comes from telling people what you do.
Yeah, I did the same thing right when I saw. I think Nicole Sage said that when I first started doing this and stuff. She was like, "Tell people what you do." So I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." So I told my friends, and they gave me this big bag of clothes. And there was a Helmet Lang mesh shirt with super glue stains all over it, and with the stains on it, it sold for $40. I was like, "What?"
Right, right.
Crazy.
I tell you, I just always tell people I'm about to today actually put it back on the app next door.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna. I want to like get your opinion. I'll like message you and stuff too about how to go about asking for that because I know some people do it differently, and I know Facebook is a good place, or I just don't know because I always don't want to
well,
seem like the person who's like, give me free stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we can chat about it, but I've done that several times, and
and it
I love
works.
a good porch pickup.
Yeah, because I mean, you'll meet the people who want to like be like, you could. I kind of you would represent it right, like it's not safe to go to the thrift store much, and this is what I do, and I can't source. So if you want to donate stuff, I'll like go through it and donate what I don't use. Is that kind of how you do it?
Oh, well, honey, I just said, look, if anyone's cleaning out their closet,
Give it to me.
uh, please keep me in mind. I'm looking for, I'm a reseller and it's difficult getting inventory. And I'm just reaching out to see who's cleaning out their closet. Basically, you just tell them what you do. You clean out your closet. If you have anything, let me know. Plus size, for me, I say plus sizes are more than welcome. Plus sizes are key for me, but I will take, what you have because I have other reseller friends who could use that.
Love that. Love that.
you know
Also, if
so it not
anybody,
only benefits, like the first time I ever did it, this guy responded to me, and I got stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of clothes. It's like he just rented a closet and they were already freshly laundered. I mean, and I don't sell men's clothes, but a friend of mine does, and she made a killing on that.
yeah,
And then the next time around, it was the sweetest 80-year-old lady. She was so sweet. And some of those things I was like, ugh. But I ended up,
that's how it
I
always
had them
is.
for a while, but you know what? I just sold like the suits that she had, pantsuits. And somebody bought the whole bundle for me,
I
you
love it.
know. And then the next time around, I got like 10 bags of clothes from this one lady. So, I mean, I had the inventory for days at that point, and I've sold quite a bit of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a great app for right now. People are doing that kind of stuff. And here it is right after the holidays. You just never know what people have.
Also, I look what you said about LA being bad or good thrifting. It depends. If you know what you're doing, it's amazing. That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. If you know where to
Oh,
shop, if you know what you're doing. Also, somebody said the other day, I was watching them. I'm referencing a lot of people on YouTube right now, but it's because you do your research. You learn from other people, and you can never stop learning. That's what I say. So when you do have time, watch other people's content. But they were saying that figuring out what to buy, they say that knowing when to go and timing is just as important.
oh,
If you
that
want to
makes
keep your
sense.
cost of goods low as it can be. Because they did this experiment where they went a day later and everything they bought that was $57 was $7 because of the specials. I was like, crazy.
I think that makes sense too, because if you think about it, well, I don't know. I used to just know when, even going grocery shopping, when the new produce was coming out.
Oh my god, yeah.
What day the produce, what day the truck's coming, all this kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of the same way with reselling. If you're going outsourcing, if making, developing relationships with those people who work the stores is key too.
Exactly. You know
So, I mean,
the girl who gave me all that free stuff that was the crazy story I had. Hopefully she didn't get fired for doing that, but I connected with her and I told her I'm a reseller. She's like, that's so cool. So I gave her my Instagram and YouTube channel and I messaged her and now I said if you ever are doing that thing where you just say free, message me.
right.
So
Right.
now whoever's in LA and wants to come with me next time they do free, hit me up.
Well, I'm not gonna call any names, but that's how I came across a bunch of Starbucks cups.
Those sell so well. What? I was
I'm
shocked.
still sitting, and I'm still sitting on some,
That's
and I'm
crazy.
just waiting. I'm just waiting,
I might
waiting,
need
because
one. And then I
the
have
ones
like my
that I
stuff,
had, the ones that I have are, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm waiting on those.
Are they Poshmark?
June would be a time to pull a few of those out.
Yeah. Are they on your Poshmark store?
They're in my closet.
I'm gonna go look. That's so
They're
cool.
no, they're in my closet.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
even posted them yet.
Oh my god. Well, let me know when you do. I need like a cup. I need my cup, you know? My go-to cup
Ah,
where I sip everything out of. And wash it, of
oh,
course. But
well, what kind of? Well, Which one are you looking at, darling?
I don't know. I'm just so not well versed with these Starbucks cups. I feel like people collect them.
Uh-huh.
You know, Starbucks has like this new rewards card that's made out of like Tiffany blue crystals, and they're selling it for like thousands of dollars, and people are actually buying it, like selling it out. It's because it's a trend, and people that have money want to be part of the trend. It's insane.
Yeah, well, I don't need to be part of that trend.
I
I'll
was
just
like,
keep
I don't
my
need to be part
coins.
of that trend. Give me more inventory. Like,
I'll
refund.
just keep my coins, honey. I'm not trying to be a part of that trend. Well, guys, the time has gone by so
I
quick.
thought that it could only be an hour on live. It's been over, right?
It's up to 4 hours now.
Love, love. Now we have 4 hours to chat. Well, thank you
Right?
so
I
much for
know,
having
huh?
me on here. I had fun.
Oh yeah, Marina. I would want the mermaid one too with studs, but I don't
There's
know
a
if I
mermaid
really.
one.
I think I've seen one like that. Oh, I have seen one. Yes, I have seen one. Well, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to join Matt and I here on Brunch with Diva. I will be uploading our chat soon.
Yeah, I feel you.
Soon, because I'm going to ask Matt something first because I want to know how to do something before I upload it. That's
Oh,
why I
I
say
got you. I
soon.
got you.
So stay tuned because next week I'll be moving Brunch with Diva to YouTube. Yay!
Love.
Brunch with Diva is growing, so I want to, I want to keep growing. So I'm gonna be same time, but we'll just be over there on my YouTube channel again, the Pink Diva Studio. So I hope you guys show up over there. Welcome my special guest next week. And if you're not following Matt, please do so at Why So Thrifty Store on Instagram. And his Poshmark is Why So Thrifty.
Why are you so thrifty?
I know. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you so much. And it was a joy talking to you.
You too. I can't wait to meet in person one day.
I know, but I'll be texted in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I got you. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye bye,
Bye, guys.
everyone. Bye.